Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey to my Cancer babies. Welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. This video is for the Cancer suns, Cancer moons, and Cancer risings. This is your September monthly tarot forecast. Yes, I am back in all my glory. I'm back in business. Before I get started, as I said, this video is for the Cancers. If you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, it might not be for you this month. Check out your moon and or your rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box, okay? Speaking of links, as I am back, I also got hella videos. We're now in September, so that September pick a card reading is up. We just had a Pisces full moon. That video is up as well. We are still in the Leo lunar cycle, although we're in Virgo season, so the Leo new moon video is still relevant. I'll have the Virgo new moon video going up in a couple of weeks. And what else? What else is popping? Oh, we're still deep in the middle of the retrograde cluster. So I've got the playlist with all of the current retrograde videos linked down below as well, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread, looking at the overall energy popping up for us during this month, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing because we are in Virgo season, looking at where we need to Virgo down and reorganize, reanalyze, and rework some things in our lives. And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for us to take away with us from this spread, okay? All right, y'all, let's get to it. So, is lit. Let me just say that for us really quick. One of the best cards to pull when you're reading for a certain energy is that energy's card, and what we have coming up in the position of the overall energy for the month of September is our element. We've got the water element. Comes with the energy of sensing, right? But really what I'm picking up here is that Cancer, we are in our energetic, intentional manifestation bags during the month of September. We are in alignment with ourselves, okay? This month, and I'm sure some of you guys may have been feeling it, you've been being pulled into doing that you're doing things that your heart is calling to. You've been pulled to doing things that are making your heart beat. You've been being pulled into a space to where you're like, nope, I don't really want to do that, but I want to do this because this is what makes me happy. With our energy popping up in the month of September, this does tell me that all that work is not for nothing. All of that complaining is not for nothing. People think we just be complaining and just be talking to talk, but no. And listen, Cancer is the sign of feeling. When we don't feel it, it means it shouldn't be felt, means that's not what it is. So when we're like, not feeling it, want to be doing something different, I'm feeling that, that's where we need to be. Because that's how we move, right? Another thing with this card here during the month of September, as I'm talking about being pulled towards our heart's desires with this energy of sensing. Cancer, we are a very intuitive sign, one of the most intuitive signs. I would say we probably only come in second to Pisces, to be completely honest. I would say we're number 2 when it comes to intuition, if not number 1, because sometimes Pisces be tripping. I don't know what they be talking about. Yo. Our intuition is hella popping. So with us being called to these heart chakra things, and that could be, you know, some sort of creative project. That could be some sort of career that you're passionate about. That could be a person, a relationship. That could be a habit, a different type of move that you make. Whatever we're feeling called to, with our intuition being so popping and this water element energy coming up during the month of September, there's also this aspect of knowing exactly what needs to be done to get us into that position, okay? So during the month of September, Cancer, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I tell everybody this anyway, like, follow your intuition, follow what your heart is telling you, follow what your feelings are telling you, don't ignore them. During this month, Cancer, intuition is hella popping. Our water energy is super popping. So whatever you feel, any moves you feel you need to make, anything you feel moved to do, you need to go on and do it. You will not be led astray. More often than not during this month, if you go with what your intuitive notions are, you'll find yourself in spaces to where you're being presented opportunities that you may not have ever come across in the first place, okay? All right, that's all I'm going to say about that water element card. I want to get into your crossing energy. You've got the 10 of Swords coming up here in your crossing position. And I actually want to read this in a couple of ways. In this Thoth deck, it reads with the energy of ruin. So Cancer, we are, you know, on our shadow side, we are one of the most worrisome signs in this zodiac. And with that being said, we often find ourselves in spaces to where we have conversations and we're telling people, yeah, this was my plan and it didn't work out like that. And more often than not, we fail to realize, well, I worried so much and I put so much fearful energy and so much doubtful energy into this thing that I had intended, this goal that I was trying to reach, that fear and that doubt seeped out into it in the physical, and it ended up not playing out how I wanted it to play out. We've got to be mindful of that during this month because of what we have coming in or what we're working on. You got to be very mindful of the energy that you put on it, especially if it's something big, Cancer, especially if it's some sort of major move or major project that you're working on. Try not to think in that worrisome mind. Try to get yourself out of that perspective because you don't want that energy on whatever this is. Like I said, manifestation bag, you don't want worry in the coin purse in the manifestation bag, because when you get to the actual physical manifestation of this intention, it'll be kind of popping, but you got to carry it along with the worry. So you got this weird energy attached to it. We don't need that for whatever this is coming in for us, okay? Another message with this card, the way that I read the Ten of Swords, is typically having too many thoughts happening and it coming from external sources. Allowing what other people think and what other people are saying to affect the way that you internalize your thoughts and internalize your stress, internalize your emotions, to where that starts to seep into the physical. Again, Cancer, our element came up in this spread, which means that there's some big something going on for us. There's something that we're really in alignment with, that we are really being called to work on right now so that we can really be in it and be popping when the time comes. If you allow so-and-so to tell you this and deter you from doing X, Y, and Z, and if you allow her over there to say that about you, which makes you feel A, B, and C about what you're going on, that energy is going to pour into this water element, into this alignment, and it's not going to work out the way that it needed to work out. And that's really not something that we need to have going on here. This is not even a card that I'm going to say turn into an upright position. We could just really, we could toss that off to the side. During the month of September, I think it's very important for you, Cancer, to keep in mind that we are often a people that do things the way that we feel like they need to be done. And let me toot the horn. Typically what we feel is right. So if we do something based off of how we feel, however the turnout ends up, it's usually the way it needed to be and the way we said it was going to go. Right? So if there's something going on this month, you really need to put your energy into, you really need to put your energy into putting a positive mark on it, okay? That's not what I was going to say, but that's the message that came out. What I really was going to say is, whatever we got going on this month, however we're moving, however we feel it's supposed to happen, we need to make it happen. Because why? Let's actually use the crab as an analogy. Crabs, when they make moves, they never move directly towards a point. Crabs move from side to side, gradually, to get to where they're trying to go. So, during the month of September, and I don't like to limit these energies and these readings to the month. It could happen in the month of September, give or take some time, just depending on the way your life is set up. But we may be making these moves and people may be like, what the hell are you doing? That doesn't make sense. Why would you want to do that? Why are you doing that like that? This is not the time for you to even honestly explain. Send all questions, please direct to my email. I will reply when I'm done doing whatever it is that I've got to do. Again, Cancer, whatever this is big, moving you into another type of chapter, another type of energy, another type of space, okay? You got the energy of 40 on this card, which is laying the foundation and manifesting the life that you want to live, manifested by, amplify it by 0. So whatever's coming in is big, and it's foundational for you. So you don't have time to give in to the naysayers right now. Do away with the 10 of Wands. I'm sorry, the 10 of Swords. Do away with that. Okay, and just very briefly, I did want to make a quick note because I keep meaning to say this. One second, y'all. Every night around like 10:30, my voice starts to go out. Whatever this big thing is coming in, I am not picking up on the sense that it's going to play out in September, but I do believe that we will be planting the seeds or actively working on whatever this is going to turn out to be. So just keep that in mind. So whatever that is, don't allow anybody to tell you anything about yourself. You just mosey side to side and do what you got to do. And when it's all said and done, everybody will understand why you moved the way that you did. Okay? Next card in your spread is the Knight of Cups. And I'm happy to see this here. This is where you need to Virgo down. This is literally the card of happiness. Okay? As I was saying, our energy comes up in this spread. Something that our heart is calling us to. Something that we want. Something that we love. Something that makes us happy. And again, this 10 of Swords means nothing. Nothing. Get that out of here. 10 of Swords is nothing. Ain't nothing to do. You do what you want when you pop in, okay? In Cancer, having our energy turn up in the spread and the overall energy is popping. So you do what you want. Virgo down, reanalyze, reorganize, rework what it actually is that is going to get you to this point. And then you put your energy into that. You do not allow anybody to deter you from your happiness, because why? Happiness is a choice. And in the month of September, Cancer, you need to choose it and you need to choose the path to it. Okay? That's really all there is to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay? That's like, honestly, that's all I have to say for this card. Like, what do you want out of life? Okay, start going for it. Fuck what anybody else got to say. Do your thing. People will understand eventually. People will understand in the long run. Excuse me. All right, y'all. Last card that I have coming up in the spread, and I got one more reading to do, and I'm going to have to tough it out sounding like a frog because I'm like, I don't think there's any way that I could fix my voice right now. The last card we have coming up in our spread is the self-care card, and it is in the position of the soul message. So what is this? Just confirmation of what I was saying. Be selfish. September is not a month to worry about what anybody else has going on. Listen, if people got, and especially because Cancers have this thing, we like to tend to everybody else's problems but our own. That is a no-go during this month. Listen, you got some shit going on over there. That sucks. I'm sorry. Sending you some positive vibes. I don't have time to be your shoulder right now. I don't have time to be your ear right now. Why? Because I'm splish splashing. I got shit happening. I got things coming in that I need to do. And I don't have time for your energy to interfere. Self-care. Selfish self-care. Selfish self-love is the message for the month of September in Cancer. I know it's hard, but you have to understand not to feel bad about it. This is time to devote your energy to you because, I mean, let's face it, every other day of the year, any other time you're devoting your energy to somebody else, to something else that you care about, to making sure other people are good, to making sure other people are taken care of, which is cool, but it's time to do that for you, okay? Time to do it for you because life is about to change and you got to get ready to start preparing for it, and it's about to be like, what did I say? Do what you want when you popping, and the water energy here is hella popping, so you do what you want. Take care of yourself during the month of September. You will see it all start to play out and see why this selfishness is necessary in the coming months, in the coming year. I for everybody it's going to be different, but I get big like major change, major positive change vibes here. Okay? And that's our spread. I hope it found you well. It found me well. So if you feel like you would prefer another reading, or not prefer, but if you feel like you need another reading or would want some more insight into some of the things that was loud, some of the things that I was speaking about, I actually offer several types of readings, but like one of the career readings would probably be good for this, because I feel like this has a lot to do with a lot of our careers and a lot of the way that we sustain ourselves, but or like our relationships, foundational things in our lives. But anyways, I also offer relationship readings. All that to say, this was a pop-in reading. If you would like your own reading, book one with me. My Etsy shop is linked down below. I plugged everything else in the beginning of this video, so we're not going to do that again. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.